Every day for more than 3 weeks, Mohammed recounts how he was beaten by his captors. He says he was imprisoned in the National Television building controlled by the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces. His family put out notices in hopes of finding him after he disappeared from home in Durman.
They took me from near my house and started beating me even before throwing me into a pickup. They accused me of working with the army and beat me mercilessly. They took me to the state television's building, stripped me, and threw me into a room. There were people who were bleeding. Some had fingers cut off. I was beating every day for 23 days before they finally believed I was only a civilian and let me go.
Mohammed says more than 20 others were detained with him in the same room. Many Sudanese families have been reporting the forced disappearances of relatives since the early weeks of fighting between the army and the RSF. Many of the missing were men, but women were reportedly held too. Ghazal says she was detained by the paramilitary for over 8 months. Her scars, she says, are from rubber bullets fired by the RSF while she was being tortured.
I was beaten, tortured, sexually abused. They accused me of working with the government. I was taken to the eastern part of the capital along with other women. They beat us with a hose to the point we couldn't get up. They would wake us up with cold water if they find us sleeping. There was a woman who died because of the torture. They took her and we asked about her days later when we were told she had died.
It's not only torture that those forcibly disappeared and detained have to deal with. The Sudanese rights group known as Emergency Lawyers say hundreds of people are being detained in various parts of the capital. Some families who've reported their loved ones missing don't even know they're being detained. The group also says most detainees are being held in inhumane conditions that include poor sanitation with very little food and water. The lawyers say both warring sides have detained and forcibly disappeared civilians, which may amount to war crimes.
There are 52 detention centers in Khartoum that have so far been confirmed. Others are hard to reach and confirm because of the ongoing conflict. Detaining and forcibly disappearing people is classified as a violation of international human rights law, according to the International Criminal Court, and can be classified by the court's prosecutor as a war crime.
Crimes that have taken away many from their loved ones, leaving doubts over whether their captors will ever be held accountable. Hiba Morgan, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.